24/7, girl, you deep on my brain. And I know you want me to go down on my knees. But you can't eat, I heard you know be sleep. And I want you to know that, girl, it's not that deep. So what's up? You alright? I pull up. I'm outside. What's up? You alright? Pull up. Girl, I'm outside. A million ways, I swear I prove you wrong. You wrong. 'Cause I love you for life, you know, go understand. I'm smart if I bust a million for you. Girl, I don't even mind, I know good thing I'm bad. So what's up? You alright? I pull up. I'm outside. What's up? You alright? I pull up. Girl, I'm outside. 24/7, you've been sitting on my mind. If you I think about like all day. If I did that thing that I be standing there today, 'cause I came a long way from Galway. Love and the vibe is between me and you, baby, don't go telling nobody. My girl, you're shining just like my wrist, baby, welcome to this side. 24/7, you've been sitting on my mind. If you I think about like
I say Burna Boy.
if I did that thing that I be standing there today, 'cause I came a long way from Galway.
Big up to
Love and the vibe is
Niger.
between me and you, baby, don't go telling nobody. My girl, you're shining just like my wrist, baby, welcome to this
I say
side.
to Arisha. Netter. Yoruba. Ifa. Netter. Big up Venus. I say to Venus. Oshun had her room. All the divine ancestors come through. Give thanks for this day and all the blessings that are coming. We bind any negative spirits and entities. They must disintegrate. Ashe. So the title of this video is how to pull up. Hold on. So as always, I'm inspired to go live from conversations I've had with brothers mostly, and sisters too sometimes, but mostly brothers. And due to the strong influence of patriarchy, you know, a lot of brothers are lacking the divine feminine aspect. A brother posted today, he said something about, what do women want? Like, we be, they call us toxic, and then, and also they see us as being over masculine or something like that. I was like, balance is the key in all things, and adding the divine feminine, balance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine. Yeah. But many also don't know what that means. We all have everything in us, feminine and masculine energies. You know, you got your name and your game from a woman. You came out of a woman's womb. So but the patriarchal society that everybody was bred in, and groomed in and programmed in, formed us into diminishing the aspect of the divine feminine, you know. So, yeah, we got to get that back. Yeah. So ways to get that back, men. It's not about outwardly stuff like getting your nails painted or pedicures. I mean, that's cool too if men want to do that, but it's more about getting in touch with your emotional self, the feminine aspects of yourself, and in relationships, like expressing yourself. Like typically men don't express their feelings all the time. You know, they're looked at as being soft or whatever, and to me that's unhealthy, you know, because it's still going to come out one way or the other, or it will be suppressed, and men will suppress it sometimes by, I know my father, I say to him, and may his spirit ascend and continue to evolve. He was an alcoholic, and he suppressed. He was a Pisces for one, so Pisces have their water sign. Water deals with the emotions, and so he was very family oriented, and so whenever a family member would transition or pass away, you know, he would really get depressed about that. And this is not nothing he told me. It's just something I gained from my intuition and knowing him, and then hearing certain things he would say when he would be drinking, you know. So yeah, I listen to the things that people don't say, even and the things that they say, but you know, always listen deeper. Everybody should do that, but also encourage everybody to express themselves, though, so nobody has to read anybody's mind, and you know, and it's freeing to do that, to free yourself. It lifts a load off of you when you talk about whatever issues, pain that you've been through, because we've all been through it. We all were created and groomed in this world, this fucked up, this world, dysfunctional world, you know. Lord. And our parents didn't know, you know, they only did the best they could do, and they've been programmed too, so we have to be mindful of that. An example is, I just came from having dinner, and people at the table next to us, there was a little girl, maybe she was like 2 or 3, and she didn't want to eat whatever it was they gave her. She said she didn't like it, but her mother was like, "Oh, you like it? Look at mommy, you like it, you do like it." Like, I'm like, that's like abuse. Like, how you gonna make somebody, you gonna program them to like it? Like, she said she don't like it. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I pay attention to everything. I wanted to go around and be like, well, damn. Like, I don't know. Parents sometimes forget that the seeds, the children, like, you were a child once. Like, how you forget how you were when you were a child. Like, we should always keep our remembrance of being young and being seeds. Keep our youthfulness. You know, play is good to do that. So yeah, so that's how that little girl's getting programmed to like stuff that she really doesn't like, and that gets you out of yourself, you know. So then these children grow up, and then they have to wait till they're adults and they're out on their own to figure out who they are, what they really like. Like, do I really? Some never figure it out. Some continue with the programming of their parents, like liking shit just because they supposed to like it. You know, it's socially, it's socially acceptable to like something. Hey, greetings, Brother Tommy. Thank you for checking in. I know I'm late. I said 9 o'clock, but I'm on my time. Yeah, when I said my time too, I just meant I'm not on nobody's time. I flow with my spirit, and yeah. But anyway, the video's here for people to watch later. So, let me get back. So before the restaurant, yeah, about, and please, y'all, thank you. Yeah, it did work out perfect. So yeah, I'm looking for more brothers to contribute to the conversation because it's needed. You know, my thing is, what I was just talking about was about men embracing and expressing their divine feminine, and in what ways that shows up, like just talking, expressing your emotions, your mind. I know men are more, they say, more, let me get which side of the brain it is. So, okay, the right side of the body is the masculine side. The left side of the body is the feminine side. But when it goes up to your brain, it switches sides. So then the right side is the feminine side and the left side is the masculine. So they say men are more left-brained, which is like logical and just like what's necessary and practical, like what we gonna eat today, the bills gotta be paid. Yeah, okay, we straight. Which is good. And even me, I used to be like that when I was younger as a Capricorn. Like, I laugh at myself and I'm like, oh my God, like how did my relationship even last so long? I mean, yeah, it had to just be out of something, love for me or just for our child, and just trying to make it work for that. But yeah, love for our seed. And making it work. But yeah, I was very just practical, like, okay, I gotta go to school, get my degree. I was programmed into what they said we're supposed to do when I was 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, get a job, come home, eat, go to sleep, just, yeah, in that programming, in the matrix. Yeah, and now I'm out there, motherfucker. Ooh, hallelujah, I'm free, I'm so glad. But yeah, so I don't know if y'all men know, can think of any other ways to help other men. Please comment on how you embrace your feminine. So the next thing I was going to talk about, I talked to one of my brothers in Ghana about, we were talking about relationships, and I asked him, what did he learn? Because that's a good thing to ask, you know, ask your friends, brothers, sisters, whatever, whoever you know, and talk to when they experience something unfortunate or fortunate. Like, what did you learn? But mostly unfortunate, because usually, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people in cycles and in circles, and they don't get out. And so Yeah, I think that's an important question we should be asking each other all the time, and our seeds. Um, so, um, then he asked me, what did I learn? And there's so many things from my relationship that didn't work out. I told him, first of all, I didn't know myself. I was, my shoulders are tight, y'all. I gotta stretch. I've been exercising a little too much. Balance. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I didn't know myself. So that was the number one problem. Uh, and that's the thing, that when two people come into a relationship, they should know this themselves. I remember reading a book about relationships by Jawanza Kunjufu, and he was saying that people shouldn't get married till they're about 26, 27, because the brain doesn't stop forming till about 21, maybe 22, 23 in men, 21 in women. And so, yeah, I got pregnant at 20. So, yeah, I wasn't. was very, I thought I was mature. You know, I was handling my business and paying bills and all that stuff that you're supposed to do. You know, I was responsible with money and all that. But mentally, no. Yeah. Ready to raise a child? No. I remember just crying because I knew I wasn't ready. You know, I was scared, but I'm about to bring a life into this world. I'm responsible for a whole being. And I say to my eldest son, like, he's amazing. Yeah. But I know he's like, look at how I am now, and it's just like, you know, what, like, well, you're not the same person that raised me. Yeah, and I'm not, and I give thanks for that, for evolution and growth. Um, so yeah, that was one of the mistakes. I didn't know myself. Second was, yeah, I was too into my, and so yeah, if I would have known when I started getting into astrology, like, I knew I was a Capricorn. I used to read my horoscopes. I think that's what's kind of sparked my journey. This was when I think my older brother used to watch it too, because it would come on TV, like, I don't know, like KET or something in Paducah. Like, it would scroll down all the zodiac signs. Like, that was dope. So we would sit and wait for ours, because we were both Capricorns. We are both Capricorns. Were. Maybe I'm not no more. And that's true too. So yeah, don't get too into your sign, because as you evolve spiritually, you transcend that. You know, the zodiac and astrology is just an influence, like anything else, like the influence of who your parents are and how they raised you, the influence of what neighborhood you grew up in, all of that. And you can always ascend from that and evolve from that. Yeah, so other things I've learned in the relationship, well, from that relationship, was yeah, I wasn't emotional at all. So to show my emotions, I didn't know how to communicate. Yeah, I used to write letters, like, when when something would happen, or yeah, my former husband and I would write letters, and finally one day he was like, I ain't writing no letter no more. We need to talk. But, like, who has taught us how to communicate ourselves and our feelings and emotions? Like, yeah, yeah, I was very, well, Capricorn is like a masculine sign naturally, and energy wise, meaning that's why it's more logical, and I am still kind of too much sometimes logical, and yeah, things have to make sense for me to do it. If it don't make sense, I'm not doing it. Sometimes I get out of that too. But yeah, I wasn't emotional at all. I didn't deal with emotions, and now I do. Um, it's good. um, but it's balance. You know, you have to have balance in everything. Um, uh, what else did I learn? Um, see, communicating, knowing myself. Um, so another thing was we were talking about was I see now the importance of arranged marriages. You know, um, I thought it was crazy when I first heard about it, arranged marriages. I'm like, what the fuck? What type of shit is that? Like, you gonna find somebody for me? But I feel now I see the value of it because, and the value is this, like, those two families know, like, typically, like, traditionally in ancient times, you know, there was a real community where everybody knew. So when the families would arrange the marriage, they know each other. They know, one family knows these people's daughter is good. You know what I'm saying? She's EA. And the other people know that this family's son is good too. So yeah, so they're cool with that. And the other thing is that if there are any problems, the two families come together to counsel the married couple, you know. So I value that. I'm with that. Like, that's real. Yeah, in us maintaining marriages or even relationships if we decide to not get married. Um, uh, and so my the reason why I'm so passionate about relationships is because relationships to me are the foundation of the household, of the community, of the world. You feel me? Man and woman, like, it's powerful when we are together and united. You know, there's a lot of power in that. And I feel that the opposers know that. So, you know, that's why it's been said. I've seen on Facebook posts that say, you know, being in a relationship is a revolutionary act. Black love is a revolutionary act, and Ashe, it's an evolutionary act. Yeah. So, yeah, I've just seen so much that happens from a divided household, and even if the two people don't remain together, like I said in another video, I admire how Erykah Badu is in her relationships with her former um, husbands, lovers, and how they are with her. You know, they still, like her, and I remember she did an interview on some radio show, and Jay Electronica came in And he was just like, I just want to make sure she's good. Like, are you good? He asked her, like, yeah, like, he's still her protector. You feel me? Like, man, that's like the ultimate love. Like, that's how it should be. And you know, it's just love. It's like you're a brother now, even though, you know, it's no longer a relationship. And we are mature enough to know that the relationship with us didn't work. So now you my brother, you still my family though. We still share a seed. We still share, you know what I'm saying? So why act like an enemy, you know? That's very immature and childish to me. I mean, not even to me. It is what it is. It's immature and childish. Yeah, if you can't get over your feeling, like what are you still mad for? Like, if you're not gonna be together, like what? I still walk around internalizing that, and that's how cancer is created, like internalized anger. And then that goes back to men embracing the feminine aspect of themselves, because when you don't express your emotions and feelings and free up yourself, be free and love and open your heart, you create diseases for yourself. So yeah, so I think that's all on my dome right now. Yeah, so how to pull up uh uh um my how I envision a brother pulling up. I've had brothers pull up that, like, on Facebook or whatever, and ask me questions and say, oh, I've had one brother say, I just want to sit and listen to you talk, whatever you talk about. Oh, I don't even remember who that brother was. Who was he? Where'd he go? Whoever you was. Pull up. Nah. I can't remember who that was, but that was so righteous. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I don't even remember who the brother was, but for whatever reason, yeah, we never had a relationship, and I don't know. I don't think he was in my vicinity. What other things? Yeah, just brothers offering to help me. Yeah, so that's another thing people should do, take the love language test. And I think I said this on another video, but whatever. It's coming to my mind again, and maybe other people didn't see it. So they know their love language and how to articulate that to someone else. And that's the thing, too, about knowing yourself. So you're able to tell people what you do like and what you don't like create boundaries, like, from the jump. You don't have to wait till you're living with the person and the person try to figure you out or know you. No, the person should be asking you, like, okay, what are your boundaries? People don't ask enough questions. Like, they just fall in love and then feel like love is going to carry the relationship. No, it's not. You have to work that thing, you have to put in work. Like, yeah, and that's the work. Like, talking and communicating, asking questions, finding and seeking the person and who it is, on both sides. So, yeah, that's another way. Like, a man that asks me questions, like, about myself and my life. Like, I remember the brother I was talking to, he was like, well, we were friends for like a year, 2 years or something before we got together. And I used to say that too about my former relationship. But then I thought, I'm like, we really weren't friends though, because we knew each other, of each other, for a year. But friends know, you know, people's parents, something, how many brothers and sisters, they sisters' names, brothers' names, and you know what I'm saying? They know shit. He didn't really know shit about me. He never was asking questions, you know? So, yeah, to know somebody, you have to research and know, like you know anything else, like you know math, like you know history. You have to read and research, you know? So, yeah. So, that's how to pull up in a short little, however long I've been on here. Yeah. Um, all right, y'all. Peace and love. Stay up. And, I thought of something to say, but I done forgot. Like, I said I was going to end the videos the same way, like, but no, because my mind flows and I go with the spirit, so whatever comes. But anyway, it's I usually say be inspired and inspire somebody, but love somebody, and yeah, heads up, peace.